Okay, let's have a look at the answers to these puzzles. First, let's tackle the easy one. White to play and mate in one. Let's check where the black king can move. Are any of these squares safe? At the moment the knight blocks the other white pieces, so all of these squares are safe. But if the knight disappeared, then all the squares would be attacked by the rook and bishop. That's enough clues from me. Let's put the knight back and show you the winning move. Okay, white to play and mate in two. Let's light up those squares. Are any of these squares safe? No, they're all covered. Perhaps a knight check. Sadly, it blocks the rook, allowing the black king to escape. And this rook check is plain silly. So what other options are there? This is why it's really important to be able to think 1.5 moves ahead. And if your first move is a check, it's not too hard. Try to work out how your opponent can get out of check and plan your next move. If you had thought about this bishop check, you could have worked out that black's only escape is to take the white bishop. And you would already know the checkmate move. White has everything covered. Right, let's sort out the hard puzzle. Obviously the black king can't move at the moment, and white seems to be in a good position to attack. The rook attacks h7, and the bishop is ready to help when the knight moves. The queen looks menacing too. We must be able to come up with something, but we have to act fast, or black will start to move pieces to defend. This knight move threatens 2 checkmates. Threatening 2 things at once is often the way to win games of chess. Perhaps this is the move we are looking for. But black can stop both checkmates with one move. This knight move blocks the rook attack and allows the king to escape to g8. You should always consider checks. If you check your opponent, you know they'll have to get out of check. So you don't have so many possible options to think about. There are 2 possible checks to think about. Which one looks best? The rook check looks best, because the black king has to take the rook. And that puts it on the same diagonal as our bishop. Now we can give double check with the knight. The only way out of double check is to move the king. Black has 2 choices. If the black king moves to h6, then white can give checkmate by moving the queen to h4. Because the bishop stops the black king escaping to g6. So what happens if black goes the other way? This time white can give checkmate with the knight. Again, the bishop stops the black king escaping.